So now, having understood what are the different type of ads and how can we monitor the conversions inside the AdWords account and how can we do remarketing, let's understand another type of ad, or in other words we can say an extension to an ad. How do we create an extension to an ad? What does extension of an ad mean? What are different type of extensions of ad? Let's understand that now. So many times when we do searches on google.com, we would see that along with the ads at the bottom you would get, so there's a normal ad. When I'm searching for Jabong, there's a normal ad. I'm just getting jabong.com and the description of the ad copy: shop for shoes, apparel, 35% off, free returns, ship fast, pay COD. So but there's this, hey, to Jabong deliver in Pakistan to reply me ASAP. This is an extension. This is called a review extension. Similar to this, there are also other type of extensions. Extensions are nothing but extended form of ad copies. So for Myntra, if I'm searching for Myntra, I see shop for women fashion, shop for men fashion, fashion sale up to 70% off, branded shoes 50% off. So these things are also an extension of an ad and is called site link extension. Accessories, categories, these are also extensions of an ad. So why do we require ad extensions and what's the advantage of ad extensions? So extensions of an ad give you more info about what the ad needs to tell to the customer. So extensions could be of different types. When I talk about different types, it could be site link extensions like the one we are seeing right now for Myntra: shop for women fashion, shop for men fashion, fashion sale up to 70% off, 50% off. So these are site link extensions. Site link extensions are links to different pages on the website. So partingmyntra.com, the main headline or the final URL with main ad copy, these four are different links to the inner pages of the website. So site links are inner links to the pages of your website which you has some promotion running on and you want to give details about that promotion along with the main ad copy. Secondly, the advantage of using such form of extensions or any ad extension is it improvises the overall quality score of your ad copy. So if you ad extensions improvise the quality score, what it means is there are chances of your ad rank improving and also there are possibilities of you getting a higher ad rank or ad position at a lower cost per click. But do make a note that whenever anyone clicks on the site link, he pays a cost same as what he is going to pay for the main ad copy. For example, if someone clicks on Myntra.com, whatever CPC is of Myntra.com, the same CPC is going to be for the link shop for women fashion, fashion sale up to 70% off, shop for men fashion and branded shoes 50% off. The same CPC is going to be incurred to the advertiser when any user clicks on any one of the links, either the main ad copy or the ad extensions. Only advantage being it improves the quality score. So parting site links, what are the different type of extensions and how do we go about creating these extensions? We are going to understand that in this session. So in an AdWords dashboard, if you have to create an ad extension, there is a tab separately called as Ad Extensions. So if I have to create a site link extensions, I would have to go on the tab, click on View Site Link Extensions, then click on plus extension, select the campaign for which I want to add that extension. Let's go for television campaign, say done. Then there are no site links selected. If you have to create a new site link, say I don't have any site links, if I need to create a new site link, I click on plus new site link. What's the link test? Say 50% off on 32-inch LED TV. Give the final URL. Click on save. Now if I have to add that to the account, it's already added on the account. Then I click on save. So this has been added to the campaign, television campaign, and it's been pending for review. Okay. So once this is approved, means it will start showing for all the keywords in that ad copy based on the competition. So if there is a lesser competition, then there will be space for it to show the site link extensions, and it totally depends on what your ad quality is and the competition, if the extension is going to be seen for a specific search. Not always would you see an extension for a searches. Now let's understand the second type of extension called call extension. Not going to location extensions, because location extensions is going to be outdated now, with new location ads being created rather than location extensions. So covering only the extensions which are going to be valid. Okay. So if you have to create a call extension, I click on plus extension, select the campaign. Again, I'm selecting the campaign as television campaigns. Done. I want to add a number. So I say India. If you want to schedule it, you can schedule these call extensions. Say save. So call extensions are nothing but numbers which would be appearing below your ad, and it is preferred that you use call extensions on mobile, because when people tend to search on mobiles, what happens is you get a call button automatically, and if people click on that, they directly land up calling you. As against a desktop, the person has to see the screen, dial the number through the mobile or landline, and then the call is being generated. most of the times it is being marketed through mobile, and it is preferred that you use this through mobile rather than the other forms. So how does Google monitor this call extension? For every call extensions, they would have a forwarding number, and Google would show that unique forwarding number instead of this your phone number. So when a person clicks on that number, it routes to your number which you have given in the AdWords account. The customer will be seeing the Google forwarding number, which will be unique to your account. Once he clicks on that unique number, he will be diverted to your number, and then Google tracks all the information as to what happened on that call. I mean, if a call is generated to your mobile or landline through the Google forwarding number, it will start tapping that conversion into your account, and all the click, impressions and everything would be tracked against that Google forwarding number. Every time that Google forwarding number is shown, it will be shown as an impression. Every time it is being clicked on, that will be counted as a click. And if the call is generated on your mobile post clicking, then it is being typed as a conversion if you have tracked that as a conversion in your tool section conversions category. Now let's understand what's the another type of extension that's called as review extension. So what are review extensions? It is nothing but what we saw for Jabong previously, which gives a customer lands up to a third-party review website giving him reviews about the product. So if I'm a user searching for this product and I get a review extension, I click on that and I'll land up to a third-party website, and I'll read what are the reviews about that product. So normally it is advised that you use the review extensions very carefully, because you're going to land up on a third-party website and not always you would have the reviews good about their product. That's not under your control. That's what I mean to say in short, that a customer might write any reviews on the website, and a user who's searching for a product might land up on that website and see good or bad reviews based on whatever has been written by the customer. So if it is a bad review, person who would have thought of buying your product might not buy it, but if it's a good review, he might go ahead and buy it. So you need to be very careful, because the difference between a good review and a bad review is a very thin line, and that is not under your control. So that can backfire and cost you a click without a conversion. Call out extensions. So these are nothing but adding descriptive text to your ad copy to help people learn more about what you offer. Say for example, if I am Acme as a company, I would give them attributes in the text copy about what I offer as a company, what is the USP of my company. So if you see Jabong ad, what I see is clothing, shoes, accessories, jewelry, fragrances. So these are the various categories it offers, but the USP is something like free home delivery, 24/7 service, pay on COD. So these are something which is call out extension. Call out is nothing but calling out regarding your brand, and which is about the USP of your company. Next type of extension is structured snippet extension. So dynamic search structured snippet is an extension which is shown again below with your ad. It defines about the subcategory in the category of products which you offer on your website. You can go ahead and create a structured snippet similar to how we had created the other type of extensions. Over here, what we need to do is, there are a number or list of categories being listed inside a header, and you would have to say amenities or say brands. Okay. So you need to assign a value or the category of brands which you as a product could be offering inside the values. Say in brands, say I'm a Flipkart and I'm offering mobile phones, then I can speak about the various mobile phones which I offer: Samsung, Acer, iPhone. Say save. This would be saved as a structured snippet inside the brands category, and it would show this automatically along with the ad. If your categories which you have listed over here matches with the content on the landing page, then this would be showing it up along with the ad. So this is not something which is under your control in ad extensions, but there is something which can automatically show if your landing page has a content similar to what categories you have mentioned. What's the advantages of structured snippet? So it gives people more information about the products and the services without changing anything, and with additional information appearing along with the ad, it improves the ad level relevance, and there are chances of your click-through rate improving, with which you are going to reduce your cost and improvise chances of return on your investment. Lastly, there is all these forms of extensions which we discussed up till now: site link extension, call extensions, review extensions, call out extensions, structured snippet extensions are manual extensions which you can add info about. But there are a form of extensions called as automated extensions, and these extensions automatically appear for your ad copy. What are some of the automated extensions which might appear with your ad? One is consumer ratings. So along with an ad copy, what it gives us, how is your product rated? See, I'm a brokerage company. My ad is example brokerage. Along with that description of my company, of my ad, below there'll be ratings which would rate me out of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. So these ratings would be picked up from various consumer rating websites, and these extensions are not globally available as of now, but only in selected countries. Previous visits gives info as to how many times have you visited the website. So if you're searching for PPC courses in Mumbai and you might have searched for one of the digital institutes in the past 7 days, it will give you along with the ad details such as that you have visited xyz.com 7 times and the last visit was yesterday. So along with the ad copy, it will give you details as to how many times have you already visited a particular website and when was the last time you had visited it. Dynamic structured snippet we have already discussed. Then if you have a social presence, then you can add, there is possibility of your Google Plus and other web pages appearing along with your ad. Seller ratings, it gives rating about the seller in a star format when your ad appears. Say I'm a shoe seller and my brand name is Sarah's Designers, then below my ad there is probability of stars appearing along with the raters. Many a times you would see these ratings in the apps. When we see an ad in an app, you would see the ratings also coming along with those ad copy. So those are nothing but the ratings of those sellers. So these are the various type of extensions which we can see along with the ad. Now let's understand how many times do these ad extensions appear and how many times do we get actually clicks on those. So if I see a report, a blank report with clicks, impressions, cost, average positions, this would give me a detail as to how many times structured snippet as an extension would have appeared, and this details of clicks, impressions in this tab would give me the overall clicks and impressions. So this will not give me the clicks and impressions on the ad extensions after someone has seen that ad extension, after the impression of that ad extension. So for an example, there are chances that 5 times structured snippet as an extension would have been seen along with an ad. So all the 5 impressions would be counted over here. Say 1 click has been there on the ad copy along with the extensions. 1 click would be there, and cost and all the details would be measured once the structured snippet is seen. But if you want to see how many times this snippet extension get actually clicked and how many impressions were there, how many clicks did we get, so for those details we have to segment this data by click type. And when we segment it by click type, what you would see is you would get the extensions along with the ads, clicks which the headline had got, and how many clicks did the extension has got. So these data which you see over here is the overall data after structured snippet being seen as an extension. But if you have to see how many exact clicks did structured snippet extension get, the number of clicks on that extension, then you have to segment that data by click type, and in that you would be seeing 2 segregation. One is of headline and one is of ad extension. So in that you would see how many actual clicks does this type of extension get you. So I think we have covered all the major aspects inside the PPC gamut. Now what remains to be covered now is how do we actually, after creating a campaign, go ahead and report on those campaigns to the top management, and how can we use various parameters which are there on the dashboard to optimize the account. So let's understand a few more terms which could be turn out handy for us while making the reports or for creating a report for a management perspective. So for an example, if I have to understand as a layman that a specific keyword which is there in my database, say automobile companies in India, I am bidding for that 10 rupees. If I have to understand how many times is my ad showing against my competition, one that. Second, I need to understand if my ad is appearing 65% of time. Okay. So out of 100% people who have searched for this keyword automobile companies in India, 65% of time my ads is appearing, while remaining 35% my ad is not appearing. So now I need to understand from a management perspective why this 35% of time my ad is not appearing. What is the reason for that? To understand the reason, there's a parameter which Google Adwords dashboard provides called the search impression share. So what's the meaning of that parameter? That parameter defines the percentages of time your ad was seen against the number of queries done by any user on the Google platform. Say there are 100 users who have done a query for automobile companies in India, and 65 times your ad was seen. So 65% is the search impression share for your keyword automobile companies in India. So how can I see that search impression share? I need to go to the columns, modify columns, need to go to competitive metrics, looks for search impression share, and then click on loss by rank and save. So this is a search impression share. In this column you would be seeing once your account is live, you would see a percentage of figure which a specific keyword has acquired against its competition, and the remaining 35% could be lost out due to 2 reasons, either due to rank or either due to budget. So if you are saying that out of the 35% times your ad was not seen, you say that 10% was due to ad rank, search loss IS by rank. search loss impression share due to rank. Means your ad rank was not good enough for your ad to be seen on the top position. So if your ad rank is not good enough, ad rank depends on two parameters. One is quality score and second is bid. So you would have to modify both the parameters so that your ad rank gets increased, primarily the quality score. So you need to improvise the quality score. If your quality score is the highest position for all the ads in that particular ad group, say Fiat Gujarat is a particular ad group, and inside that ad group all the ads which are there have a highest quality score and there is no scope of improvising the quality score, then you need to improvise your bid, increase your bid so that your ads are seen most of the times on top position. Second could be search loss IS by budget. Say your account doesn't have budget for your ad to be seen on top position. Say out of 35%, 10% was due to rank. Now remaining 25% because your account did not have budget to show your ads. So in that scenario, if your search loss IS by budget is there by 25%, you need to increase your budget by 25% for that specific campaign so that your ads start showing all the time for that particular keyword. So if you increase the budget by 25% and also improvise your ad rank by 10%, what will happen is automatically your search impression share becomes 100%, and whenever a user searches for a query in the targeted location and language which you have bidded for, then your ad would be seen if your search IS is 100%. You are not seeing search loss IS by budget because I don't have an active account over here, but once you have an active account, you would be able to add the metrics from modify columns, competitive metrics. You would get an option of search loss IS by budget as well for all the keywords, and this matrices you can get at the campaign level, ad level, keyword level and ad group level. So all the four levels you can get both the matrices. So now have you understood what is search impression share, search loss IS by budget, search loss IS by rank? Now let's understand what is a search term report. Search term report is nothing but a report which gives you detail as to what is the actual query which any customer is doing against your targeted keyword. So which targeted keyword is matching with which search query of your customer and how many clicks, impressions you got against that search term. So search terms can be found out from the search term tab inside the keyword, and to get details of the search term you need to go to keywords and search terms. Now if you want further details, you want to get more details about which search term related to which keyword, you need to go into columns and get more details over there. You need to get add keyword data over here. Go into column, modify columns, search term, match type, added exclusion. So this was a search term, so you need to add keyword also over here, but you're not getting the keyword over here because we don't have any active account. Okay, if you want to add specific search term as a keyword, you could just select the box and add those as keyword. So those search terms will be automatically added to your keyword portfolio. So normally you would tend to add all search terms which are having a good conversion rate, good CTR and a low cost per click to your database, because those are having all parameters are good, and most importantly the search volume is also should be good for those search term for you to add to those to your database. Many a times search terms with one impression, one click would also have a good CTR and conversion rate, but that doesn't mean that you add them to your portfolio because the volume is really less. So adding those to your portfolio might eat up the budget of the other keywords, because though other keywords might have a higher budget, and once they are added to your ad portfolio, they might eat up the other budgets. So when you're adding search terms, you need to be very careful that the performance of the keywords is good and also the search volume is good for those search terms for you to add those to your keyword portfolio. Now for any keyword, if you need to understand what is the auction insights, you need to select that keyword and select on auction insights all. I've selected this keyword, then go to details, I say all. Then what it will give you is, for that keyword, what was the impression share, what was the average position for that keyword, how many times did that ad show on top of the page, how many times did it overlap with other competitors, what was the outranking share. So outranking share is nothing but how often your ad ranked higher in the auctions than other participants' ad, or your ad showed when theirs did not. Okay, so that is an outranking share. Top of the page is how many times your ad was shown on first position, what is the average position for your ad copy at that keyword. Overlap rate is how many times another participant's ad received an impression when your ad also received an impression. Position above the rate is how often the other participant's ad was shown in a higher position than yours was when both of your ads were shown at the same time. So both your ads were shown, but the competitor's ad was above your ad position. So these matrices are very important from a management perspective, specifically for the keywords which would be having a very high search volume or top performing keywords for your account, or the brand keywords for the account. You always would like to have your brand keywords have the top position and not your competitors. So you would always would like to look at the outranking share, the position above rate, how many times the competitor beat you on your specific keyword and appear on the top position. So that's basically saying that it's your product, but your competitor is bidding on a higher position and taking your traffic and conversions from you. Right? So that's bad for you from a company perspective. So you would always like to see these insights on a weekly basis and improvise on the account to see that your ad always is on the top position for your brand keywords which are having a high search volume. Okay, so now let's understand how can we go ahead and create reports and graphs which are meaningful for us post executing an account. To create any reports using the Adwords dashboard, you have to modify the columns and add all the relative columns as you see it on the screen. Say for example, I just want impression, click, CTR, the major parameters, KPIs for the account at the campaign level. So I modify the columns. At the campaign budget status, I don't want the interaction rate. I want impressions, clicks, cost, conversions, CTR, average cost per click, average position, cost per conversion, conversion rate, and I want the search impression share, search impression loss by rank, search impression loss by budget. So I want these parameters and I apply. If I have to create a report, then I need to select timeline as well. For what timeline do I want? Last 7 days. Then I click on this download icon. The format of the report, we can choose CSV, PDF, XLSX. Normally we choose as CSV. Do you want to add a segment? Do you want to segment this data on a daily basis. So for example, you're selecting this data for the last 7 days, but if you want on a daily basis as to how on each day it has been performed, segmented it and get it on a daily basis. Or if you're downloading a near data, you can download the data segmented by quarter, days of the week, hour of the days. So you can select any segments based on the time. If you have multiple conversions, you can also segment the conversions. So probably there are 5 different type of conversions which you have configured in the Adwords dashboard. One could be the product page, traffic on the product page. One could be the cart, one could be the payment gateway, and finally the sale of the product. So 4 or 5 conversions. So in the conversions, you'll be seeing the total of all the 4 conversions in the conversions column. But if you need to understand which conversion got how many value or count, then you need to segment and get it by conversion name. Then it will give you all the conversions as to how many website clicks did you get, how many number of people came down and bought the product, how many added the product to the cart. You would get the different conversion types if you segment it by conversion name. Similarly, you can use the other options, say by click type. If you are having site links also added over here, you can see how many clicks came on the site link and how many on the headline. Then if you are targeting all the 3 devices, mobile, tablets and desktop, then you can segment the data by device and see how many clicks for each campaign came on a device, mobile and a tablet level. Okay. Second option is an email and schedule option. If you want this report to be reaching you very frequently, then you can email that to you yourself. You can give an email to all the users on the account to view reports, or specific account users. If there are different account users, you can select to different account users. Say I want this only to me. I select the frequency as to how many times do I want it. Say I want it on weekly on a Monday. So when I say that I want this report on a Monday, then this report will pull down last 7 days data as per the timeline which I've selected while creating this report. That's the last 7 days data. So it will collect the data of last Monday to Sunday, so and give me on the next Sunday. So if I'm on a first, say I'm pulling this report down on 8th of a month, which is a Monday, then this report will give me data of 1 to 7, first of the month to 7th of month. And if I want to save this report, I name this and save the report and click on download. Report comes down to me in a CSV format. I can see the downloaded file. So as there are no data in this, so it is not giving me any data. But if I do have some data, what it will give is campaign name, what is the state of the campaign, budget, state, and all the parameters assigned to it for the week 22 to 28. Similarly, you can download the data at the ad group level, ad level, keyword level, and present the reports to the management as to which all campaigns have been working well for you, which ad groups and ads have been working well for you. Another thing what could be of interest to the management is what all languages are working well for you, what all locations are working for you. So when you go to the settings tab has all the information about which campaign has been working well for you, what's the bid strategy for that campaign. If you want a location report, you have the location data. If you're targeting multiple locations, you can get the data of all the locations. Say if Mumbai as a location is working well for you and getting you good clicks, you could probably increase your bid for that location by 10% by going on this tab. Right? So Mumbai would be all the campaigns which are targeted. Comet Chat, which is a campaign which targets Mumbai. The would be betting 10% more on that. So that's the location targeting. You can download this report as well, or the location level. If you want to understand, get a region report and find out which all regions have been performing well for you, there's a region report which you can download. Similar to the location report, you can add columns in the region. If the regions are configured for your particular country, then there's a addition of against the location you can target. Select the region as well, and you can find out which region is performing well for you. If you want to understand which devices are performing well for you, you can go to the devices tab inside settings and see the performances of each of the campaigns against the respective devices, and you can bid higher or lower for the mobiles. Okay. So with the latest update coming in and rolling down by the Google AdWords, what is going to happen is you can make a bid adjustment across all the 3 devices, keeping computers as a constant, and you can bid differently on mobile and tablet devices, which you can't do at present. But this should be a feature which should be available across all the markets in a month's time or so. This has been rolled out already in the premium accounts of Google, and the white label clients for Google, they have rolled this out, and this should be there available in a month's time. So this is a feature which you can use if you want to increase your bids on devices which are working well for you. So I think to summarize now what all things which we have covered in the PPC sessions is, we have covered primarily what is Google AdWords dashboard, how the structure is, the campaigns, AdWords, ads, and the keyword level structure. What are the different type of campaigns which we can create inside a Google AdWords account? Search with display select, search select, video campaigns, shopping campaigns, mobile app campaigns. What are different type of ads which we can use based on the campaign types? How can we target different locations in using these campaign types and the different type of languages? We have also seen to target advanced locations such as radial targeting. If you have to target a specific radius within a city, you can do that as well using the location targeting. Post that, we also understood Google Display Network. What does Google Display Network constitute of? The different websites which have partnered with Google to show their ads come under Google Display Network. Even YouTube and Gmail are a part of it. Error websites and park domains also come under Google Display Network. Targeting modes in Display Network we covered as placement, display keywords, interest, remarketing, topics, and demographics are the different form of targeting which we covered in the display networks. Then we went ahead and understood how can we create video ads, what are different type of video ads. We understood about skip ads and display ads in videos, how can we create those. Where all can we see the video ads and the YouTube search results within the YouTube videos, on YouTube search partners, on specific websites. What are the different targeting methods which we can use within the YouTube videos? We understood that. Post that, we understood what are different type of extensions which we have available in Google AdWords, what are the advantages of using ad extensions, and lastly but most importantly, we understood how can we understand to report on the Google AdWords dashboard, and also how can we use it, the dashboard, to optimize your account using the various features of search impression share, search impression loss by budget, search impression loss by rank. What's the difference between a keyword and a search term, and how can we understand which search term is working well for us, and how can we add those to our account. So in all this, just a gist of the Google AdWords session in all.